recording on this. Good evening, everyone. So we are going to start the session, and we had done quite some work in Matplotlib, and we have understood like how we can plot this thing with using the dimensions and all. So we'll extend this thing further, and we'll do some more hands-on into the plotting part using Matplotlib. And after that, we'll be having the data visualization session where we'll do more focus on building the dashboard and all out there. So let's start on that, and you can all bring your screen on. You can bring your Collab notebook or say Jupyter notebook so that we can start from there. Use the same one that what you have used in the last time, Matplotlib. So we can start from there. And right now we'll talk about subplotting. Earlier we have done the plotting. We have seen the plotting with one dimension and like with one frame, and within that we have two plots and all. So now we are trying to do the subplotting. So let's use the subplotting and to create multiple views of our plot there. So let me, everyone, you start with your Collab notebook or Jupyter notebook. Let me give you this URL. Okay, so use that and use the same one, like the one that you had created earlier, the Collab notebook, Python notebook for Matplotlib, because we are just extending it further. Let me share my screen now. Please do let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So here, in this case, I'll just go slightly back. So this one, we have done the plotting of this, and then we have seen the web traffic with like 3 different colors and all, like the 3 different variants when we have the web traffic related to each hour, like say Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then we have tried to plot this thing in a single plot where the 3 different impressions are there. Now we are trying to do the subplotting of this. So in the subplot, again, the syntax would be that, like say you have a matrix. In the matrix, you have first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So let me just try to put this way. Like say, if you have this quadrant here, like this is your main plot. Within that plot, you can create gradient of this or quadrant. So this is going to be your first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So that way we are going to do the plotting of this. So within a single plot, many times you have seen, right, multiple views are there. So we are going to create a subplot. So the one would be my first plot, second, third, and fourth. So that way in a single view, we are going to create different plots and all. So the syntax for this is subplot M and P. So M by N is by dimension. Like say it is a 2 dimension. So 2 rows and 2 columns are there. So M and P would be 2 by 2, and P would be the position. So position would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So where we want to plot the graph. So in a single canvas, you can think of a canvas. So within the canvas, you can put this thing into 4 quadrants: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. You want to put this thing into quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. So that way we can use this syntax for subplot M and P, and then we can do this thing and place the plot out here. Okay, so let's do some hands-on onto this, and we are going to create the plot now. So let me clear this on. So that way, like say if it is a single column, like one plot. So where you have this is 2 1 1 and 2 1 2. Like it's like we have 2 rows. So this is row number 1 and row number 2 and 1 column. And this is my first position, the first subplot, and this is the second subplot. So that way we are going to create in a single part of this. If we have 2 dimensions, like say 2 rows, this is my row 1, this is my row 2. 2 rows are there, and then we have 2 columns. Column 1 and column 2. So in it is case of 2 by 2 matrix, 2 by 2, like 2 rows and 2 columns. This is first, second, third, and fourth. So that way we are going to create the entire grid into 4 different plots, and each of the plot we are going to draw a subplot over there. So that way we can fill the entire grid. So that is the concept of subplots. And we can use the horizontal space in order to get this thing on the horizontal side, or say wide space down and all. So these are different attributes we are going to use to adjust the plot on the right side or left side, or horizontal up or horizontally down. So that way we are going to use different type of attributes to do that. So now let's start demonstration this and building this thing. So you can all open your notebook. And let's create this. So we are going to create 4 subplots. One is related to temperature. So we need to see based on the time, what is the temperature. Like say, if you can see many times the monitoring of the temperature is there. So at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and all. What is the temperature there? Similarly, like if we have to find out the wind situation, 8 a.m., what is the wind situation, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and all. Similarly, humidity and precipitation. So these are the parameters we are going to check against time frame. And then we are going to create this thing into different subplot. So this way, we are going to create 4 subplots within that given time frame there. Okay.
So
Now,
Manoj, I have the query here.
yeah.
So how we will know that how many subplots are there? Like, see, if I say that if it is if you see the third statement, draw subplots for 1 comma 2 comma 1 and 1 comma 2 comma 2. So do I need to consider only two subplots in here,
Right. So
or
suppose
do we
if
need,
you
yeah?
So suppose, like say that based on your need, like suppose if you have to create 4 subplots or say 6 subplots, so accordingly you can create a matrix. So first of all, you create a matrix and see like you have 4 subplots, so you can create 2 by 2. If you have 6 plot to create, so you can have like 2 rows and 3 columns. So 2 by 3 matrix you can create and have 6 plots created into this. So whatever number of plot you need to create, you just think about creating a canvas, and within that canvas you can have a quadrant or like say matrix, 2 by 2 matrix or 3 by 3 matrix, 2 by 3 matrix, 3 by 2 matrix, and based on that you can fit each of the quadrant with the right plot there. So that way you are going to fill it.
Okay, so in that case, so the third statement is saying only the plot is divided into 2 parts and 1
Hmm.
and 2. That's it, right?
Correct.
Is it
Right,
correct?
right.
Okay,
Correct,
okay.
correct. Yes. The last one, if you see, it is a 4 subplot.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
are
yeah.
going to
I can
create
understand 2,
right.
2 and all. Yeah, yeah,
Correct,
4
correct.
and yeah, yeah. Now got it. Thank you.
Perfect. Now let's create this. So we'll start with, so open your notebook and import that Matplotlib pyplot as PLT. Similarly, Matplotlib style and then Matplotlib inline. So first to import all the Matplot library in order to build this. Then we have the data. So we are using temperature data, wind data, time data, humidity data, and precipitation. So we are going to create 4 plots here, 4 subplots against time. So time is one parameter I have. So at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So against that, what is the temperature? What is the wind? What is the humidity? What is the precipitation? So that way we are going to create multiple options there. So we first feed the data here, and after that we are going to create the plot. So let's complete first, import the library. Everyone just try and import the libraries here.
Manoj, can you share the inline 2 thing? Actually, these numbers and all, so that if you copy these things, so
Please try
easily
out
both
any
in.
number. Try out any number. I do not have anything to copy paste. Just give the
Okay,
random number. Okay, it is not like
okay.
anything is specific. You need to go for some order. Just make sure that all are same. Like say you just have like 10
Sequence
numbers.
should be the same.
Right.
Okay, I mean
Only
the number of.
eight
Yeah.
element. You can just take any 8 element and then you can create this.
Okay.
Mohit, you can just try out this. Simply like you just make sure like you have 8 numbers. You can give any arbitrate numbers, 8 or 10 numbers.
Sir, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Once done, just mention done in the account box. So here we feed the data with our temperature, wind, humidity, and all. And then on the third one, we are going to create the plot. Those use the figure dot subplot, and then we are going to create two subplots, 1 to 1 and 1 to 2. So once you're done, just mention done in the account box.
Yeah, Manoj, actually, I'm talking about the same thing only. See, I have already worked on this assignments, subplots and all, right? So I know, but I don't know what is this syntax about MNP, right? I mean, 1 to 1 and all, but I completed the work and all, I mean, the task.
Excellent. Excellent.
So, but the thing is, like, I don't know what is the subplot syntax, and again, I need to go to Google and search, right? So, yeah, but it
So
is
now with
really
this
helping me.
practice,
Yeah.
you should be able to get a clarity on that, and you
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
this.
and also figure, right? PLT dot figure is
Right.
what that is a plot, actual plot, or what actually? So
So we have to put the dimension of this, right? How far, like in the, like say you have a canvas. Within the canvas, you give the dimension. So this figure gives you the figure size, the dimension of this. So it is like 8 by 4. You are creating the a canvas, and within that you are putting the subplot.
okay,
So suppose if you have to, like you have to create a large one, a big one, you have the large data set. So in that case, you can make it like say 16 by 8, the bigger number, so that you have the major pixel size. So based on the pixel plot, you can create the larger space so that you have a better visibility of the picture. And if you have a very
okay,
small space and you want to shrink it up, you can have the smaller pixel size there.
okay.
Excellent. So we have first one, Rakesh completed this thing. Great.
Yeah,
So
done. From my side also done.
just mention done in the account box. Perfect. And just hold on. I will just ask you to bring your screen on for others to see like how it is. To let others to complete it, and then we can bring it on. Very good. Those who completed, please mention completed or done in the account box.
Manoj, what is inline class, or what is the meaning of inline? Matplotlib
Inline,
percentage, right? Yeah.
right. Inline means like in the output, while we are displaying the output, we want to show the graph also in the same line. So that is why we are calling it inline.
Okay.
Okay, all done. Anyone is finding any problem here?
Still not, sir, doing.
Okay.
So do we have to remember all this coding, what we are writing
Sorry, what's your
every
name?
time?
It is showing Dale 4.
Oh, sorry. I'll change. I'm Rahul Rasur. I'll change it. I changed my laptop. That's why it's
Okay,
coming like this.
okay, it's showing good. Rahul, yes, so basic syntax we need to remember, because that
Uh,
syntax is important, and understanding the syntax, that way it will be helpful to create those plots and all, and writing the program.
like what we are writing, PLT dot figure, PLT dot subplots, all these headings, we need to remember this.
Yes, these are the syntax. Like say again, you don't have to remember, just you need to understand that if you have to create a subplot, means once you write PLT dot, you will be seeing a drop down there. You just select whatever is appropriate and then use that one. But like you need to know that what you are going to do. Like you're getting a subplot. So for this, you need a subplot. You need to fix the dimension of this. So you need to find out the figure. So once you mention dot, you will see a drop down, and then you can select the appropriate one, and then you can proceed further.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Sir, I am not getting anything in the wind.
Sorry.
Sir, in wind, I'm not getting anything.
Okay. Just hold on. Just check your data. Like you have put the wind data, and then you are putting it into the subplot. Are you able to see temperature?
Yes, temperature, but is a zigzag line, right?
So just check out like your subplot number. It is 1 to 1, and the second is 1 to 2. So just see like where you are placing it.
Actually, I'm not able to understand.
Yeah, even I'm not able to view the window. I'm getting a blank
so-
bar graph.
Okay, 1 minute. So you bring your screen on.
What is it?
You should be able to see like this two plot. Okay, anyone are able to get this plot?
Sir,
Yes, I got it. Yes.
Okay, so Venkat, first you bring your screen on. Let everyone see your screen. You can
Okay.
share your screen first.
Yes, I'm sharing 1 minute. Are you able to see my screen?
Okay. Yes, we can see it. Now, we can also explain like what you have done. Like one way, just
Yeah,
like you have to
see,
explain this thing to your audience.
yeah. So here what I did, like I have imported the libraries, Matplotlib, pilot PLT, and yeah. So and also in inline library also I have imported. And the next step is like, so I want to check the temperature and wind. Um, wind the graph, right? So just I have defined the values of what is the temperature, what is the wind, and what times it is impact. I mean, at what time what is the temperature and wind and humidity and precipitation data. So just I have taken the random numbers here and I have defined the values here, and just here I'm creating the plots here. So just I'm creating like the, by using the figure I have created the canvas. So here I took the larger one than what it has defined here. So here I took the 15 8 size, and here I'm creating the subplot. So here in the subplot, as Manoj explained, so we have the two plots here we have divided, right? Like 1 to 1 is it means like one cross two, and first plot. So here I have mentioned in this first plot, I mean the here. So here I am defining the temperature. So what is the title of this graph actually? So this is the temperature, and I'm defining like this is the syntax, like to display the values of time against the temperature and what color it is required. So I have selected the blue, and line style is the dash is like this is the standard line, and the line width is 1. So it means like, yeah, so what is the thickness of the line which you need to display. So this is about the PLT plot, and the same way it is 1 comma 2 comma 2. So this is the second one which I selected here, and wind, and I have with the same time. So what is the wind, how much the wind it is coming and all. And here I have selected the green, and I have selected the line style as dash, and yeah, line width is 1, or otherwise we can see what is the difference here. We see here, if you see that you can see the difference here, like the line width and also, yeah.
Excellent. Well explained, Venkat. Thank you. I think that way you are creating the plot in a single row. So it is like the one row. And then we have, like, say, two columns. And the first column, we have the temperature. And the second one, we have the wind. And that is how you have plotted. Excellent.
Yeah.
Anyone else has completed this?
Sir, I'm getting
Those
error
who
here.
have a problem, yeah, please bring it on. You can share your screen. Okay. So here you are seeing the red line, right? It means that there is some problem with the syntax. So everyone look at this, and it is saying here, temp
Sir,
data
but
is
here
not
also,
defined, right? No, see here, it is saying the error is saying temp data is not defined. So just go to temp data and just see where is the temp data is there, where you have defined the temperature data. You had mentioned time data, right? In place of
yeah,
temp
sir,
data.
here I
Temp
have
data,
defined the time data.
time data, nahi, temp data. Temperature data you are using.
In
Yeah,
the
sir.
first line, yeah.
Yeah, time data also defined, sir.
Line 4, line need to define as a temp data, not time
Temp
data.
data, not time data.
This one
In
now.
line number 4,
Line number 4, yeah.
Okay.
That should
just
be your
write time
temperature data.
It's a temp data.
Correct. Now run this thing. Execute this once again. All right. Now go down. Okay. Right. And then execute this. Just see what the error it is saying again. X and Y must have the same. I think you have the same first dimension. So it means like your dimension is not correct. Just check out how many elements you have in that temperature. Like say, it is like you are creating one by one plot, right? Like for each
Right.
hours, you have a corresponding value. Like say, for example, if I say 8 o'clock in the morning, means I should know 8 o'clock, what is the temperature? 9 o'clock, what is the temperature? So all the data should be matching. So once again, you go back and check your data, what the data you have given there.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Right, so all would be same. Like say you have given a time, like say from 1 to 24. So each element, like temperature data, wind data, all should have 24 elements. So just make sure you have 24 elements.
Sure.
Okay, because you understand the concept. Like for each time, like say if you're saying 1 o'clock in the morning, you have this temperature is 79 Celsius. 2 o'clock temperature is 75. So that way you have corresponding value for each of the time period. So that way you can make sure that you have like whatever the numbers you have chosen, 24, you should have the 24 there in the temperature. Similarly for wind, humidity and precipitation. Okay, just correct this thing and then once again you will be good. Okay, anyone else getting any problem here? To run all the 3 steps, yes.
Hello?
Sir, right now I have total 12 numbers of elements, sir. Each
Okay.
data.
Sir,
Okay.
Perfect, very nice.
No, sir, can I share my screen?
1 minute,
Right.
please.
Let him complete. So, okay, Ijaz, you follow the entire step, the way that I had structured the program.
Yes, sir.
Now you are
Sir,
able
can
to
you share your screen just for 1
yeah,
minute,
yeah.
sir?
I'll just share. Like say, understand here you have the plotting, right? So that way you can use the same one, and then you can use like the coordinates accordingly. Okay, you can stop it. I'll
Sir,
let me
but
share
here
your
also I'm
screen.
getting errors, sir.
So you are making a mistake there. So hold on, just stop your setting. Let me share my screen and follow the same thing.
Okay.
In the subplot 1, you can see 1 to 1 is there, right? So that we are able to put this thing into 1 to 1, and then second subplot would be 1 to 2. It is like my second quadrant. Like say we have one canvas, I am putting the first one, the temperature in the first position, and the second subplot in the second position. So it is like 1 to 1, and then 1 to 2. And then wind is placed there. So you have done mistake with subplot. So just use this 1 to 2, and then you will be able to see both the plots side by side.
My graph is not like that.
No, because you have different data, right? So
No,
based on
no,
that,
I have copied the same. I got only one
bring it
design
on.
and
No,
two
no, bring
graphics.
it.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
sharing.
Yeah, share it now.
Sir, the difference can be you have notes on the last line.
1 minute. Are you able to see the screen?
This type, this figure I got, sir. Can you see it,
Okay.
sir?
I can see.
Farooq, because you have not mentioned above wind, you have not mentioned plot PLT dot
Subplot,
subplot 1 to 2.
Right, very good. Excellent.
Subplot 1 to 2 is not there.
So you are putting both the plot in the same 1 to 1 space. You have given the first column only. So if you give the subplot 1 to 2, you'll be able to see in the other place. So copy it 1 to 1 and then paste it after temperature. Yeah, copy this thing.
Here also, like
No,
this.
no, 1 minute.
Okay.
So you have subplot
Before
temperature.
wind.
Before wind. Yeah, not there. Before wind. Yes.
In next line, Farooq, Farooq. Right.
Uh-huh.
Give space. Yeah.
Make it 2. 1 minute. Hold on. Make it 2.
Last one 2. Now execute this. Got it?
Okay. Okay, that I missed the command. Okay.
Sir, can I share my screen?
Very good. Yes. So you can stop, Farooq. Yes, Ankush,
sir,
you
yes,
can
sir,
bring
yes.
it on.
Sir, can you see?
Yes.
Sir, I have tried this different one, 211.
So what does it mean? 211 means?
Means I was just getting 2 rows, first column.
Correct. Right.
Fine. So I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
this.
this is fine. Perfect. Yeah, this is
But
fine.
the difference is that which I'm facing.
Hmm.
The temperature data of my range is 79, 75, 74 like this, right?
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. Now my question was that line style, if I'm changing the line style, now it is giving error.
So you can make it line style. You can change this thing and make it asterisk there.
I'm just making dot, right? But it is giving error.
So dot is not okay. Just go ahead. So dot is not accepted one. See,
So,
you have to use what is predefined. It is not like whatever I want, I can put this
what are
thing.
the predefined lines, sir?
Right. So you can means dash is one, like make it double dash, dash.
Right?
Yeah. No, not so many. Double dash means 2 dash only.
2 dash.
Yes.
Okay. Other sir?
So there is a like that is what in my previous chapter I had shown you all the options out there. Like what are the different, like say I had given you G for green, B for blue and all. What are the different color styles? So use that reference and then you can use the line style.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone done with this or anyone is still finding any problem?
Sir, can you share your screen, please? Just for
Okay.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Let me bring it on. Okay.
Sir, here now I am getting empty values, sir. No graph at all, sir.
Okay. You can bring your screen on. Can I stop it now?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Bring it on. Sorry, Dale, you have not changed your name. It is still showing Dale. Just change your name. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
just see like, yeah, why this blank space is coming? Because you like some like features are missing from your graph. So just check out what is missing. See, you have not given the line, right? After the subplot, once we adjust this thing, just look at the, well, let me bring it on.
Sir, can I see here my screen?
1 minute. So here, see, you have to make this PLT plot, dot plot, then you have to feed the data. That is your time hours. Then you give the line width and all temperature data. So you can feed the x-axis and y-axis. Color is blue. So this is missing. That is why you are not able to see.
Sir, I have put it, sir.
You should be able to see that. Go again. Bring your screen on.
Where's the bringing? See, sir.
So from the beginning, something is missing. That is why you are not able to see this, right? Okay. Okay. So you have plt.subplot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then plt. Then you okay. So after that, you have to complete this. So after that, you have to feed the data. So plt.plot, subplot is fine. After that, you should have plt.plot.
1 to 1.
Now, 1 to 1 is your dimension, like where you want to put it. After that, plt.plot is there. Go down. So where is that one? plt.plot. The data should be there, right?
Here, na, sir. Below this temperature.
No, subplot is there 1 to 1, right? After subplot, you have to feed the data.
Here, na?
Correct. Yes. Well, yeah. Just press enter. No, enter this. You have one more line. It looks like you have missed that line. Right here, you have to put. Okay, just let me show you again.
PLT.plot.
PLT. Okay.
Plot. PLOT plot.
Okay.
Copy paste. Ankush, if you're saying, just copy paste your command to him, the syntax, so that he can use that directly. Okay, Venkat.
You can use it.
Yes. Right. Just copy this thing and then paste it there.
Yes, sir.
Now done it. Okay. Are you able to get this?
Yes, sir.
So what was the mistake?
This plot one, sir.
Right.
This
Because see, this line is important because it is giving you the data. You are creating the subplot, but you are not feeding the data. So once the data is there, then you'll be able to display the data in the canvas.
Okay, same here also, no, sir?
Same here. Correct, correct. The same one, like here, just you need to mention that wind data. So first is say temperature, second is wind. So you can put this data accordingly.
Here, no, sir, below this line.
Correct, correct. Yes. PLT.plot. Correct. Then there is the right. And here you have to write. Like you have to change the data because it will be the same data there. Okay.
I see here my
और यहाँ
screen.
पे sir.
हाँ वहाँ पे भी वही मतलब just दो ही कर रहे हैं ना. Right now we have done just 2.
Yeah.
We'll do the 4 one later on. So now you understood, right? What was the missing piece?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So you can stop it now.
I have one question, sir. So,
Yes.
regarding the we generally download a CSV file and observe the visualization of using these plots now.
Absolutely. Yes.
That
Yes.
is how concept. So,
Correct.
what are the popular plots which we use for data visualization, general industry practices, sir? This is subplot. Generally,
This
there
is
are a lot of
subplot.
things
Correct.
like
Yeah.
histogram is there, scatter
Correct,
plot
correct.
is there.
So after this, we are going to like right now we are using this Matplotlib, right? And after that, we have the another module that is called Seaborn. So we'll be using Seaborn for
Okay.
rest of the module. So say like say heat map would be one of the important one that we'll be using it. Second is the scatter plot, histogram. So these are the important ones that is available in Seaborn. So next day, once we are doing, so we'll be building those plots there.
So generally, these three are mainly used. Not
Correct.
all many plots are there. Okay.
Right, right. Primarily, these are the like the pie chart would be used, the histogram would be used, scatter plot would be used, heat map would be used. So these are the more common one that you can see.
Sure.
Okay.
So are we learning on downloading a CSV file and visualize like any other that functionality?
Yes,
Can you
yes.
give down
Right,
the line?
right.
Okay.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Right. So are we all done with this?
Sir, can
Everyone.
I share my screen?
Please go ahead. Yeah, yeah. Let me stop it. Just give me a confirmation. Everyone done with this. I do not want anyone to miss out this. So subplotting.
I have done.
Okay.
I have done, sir. But what is the command for third quadrant and fourth quadrant?
Will come. Like right now, you have seen the 2 quadrant, right? In the single row, we have first and second. Now we will use 4 quadrant.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Right. So here you have mentioned subplots, right? So there is subplots underscore adjust is there.
Yes, sir, is there.
PLT dot subplots underscore adjust HS space. Okay. So what is the error here you are getting? It's saying PLT dot is not defined. Where you have mentioned PLT, PLT is there, right? Okay, everyone just look at this. Go down, just show the entire error part of this.
Just a minute. That's it, sir.
Okay. Just look at everyone, what is the error here and why this in PLT dot subplots.
Sir, double bracket is required in PLT dot figure. Then bracket start fig size is equal to 8. There is double bracket required, closing bracket. On first line only.
In the adjust
Okay,
fixed size
very
is
good,
missing.
very good, very good,
Size
very
equal
good
to 8.
observation. Yes, Farooq. So the first one where you have mentioned PLT dot figure. So the missing closing bracket is missing here. So figure size is there, na? So after that, just put one another closing bracket. Excellent.
Again, this is
Right. No, so see again, time hours is missing. The rate line you are saying. So just see where you have defined the time hours.
here, sir.
Double underscore. You should have single underscore.
So you have put double line there, right? Two times you have put underscore.
Okay.
Yeah, just remove one.
Now it's
Now it's going perfect.
yes.
Okay,
Got
good. Got it now? Okay. Yeah.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Excellent. Oh,
It's
you are
like
very
that, it's coming like that.
very straight line graph. Okay. So temperature is increasing every hour.
Sir, we have humidity data and precipitation data. So
Yeah.
how we can plot that also in
Yeah,
third and
we'll do
fourth
that.
one?
We'll do that now. Like we just completed 2 part, right? Now we will be using next 2.
Which
Okay.
one, sir?
Okay. So you can stop it now. So let's continue with this, and then now let's understand how we can do this thing further. Okay. So here in this case, use now 211 and 212. Okay. Now you have the PLT figure size is 6 by 6. So you create 6 by 6. Okay. Then you have humidity and precipitation, like 2 more were there, right? So use this 2 more and just draw the picture.
What is subplots adjust space?
So subplot is like within the canvas, right? If we have to put this into 1 quadrant or 2 quadrant, so that way we are creating subplot, means like the subset of the plot.
No. I'm not asking about that. I'm asking about adjust, right? Adjust space.
Adjust का मतलब है कि ऊपर से like H is horizontal space. So horizontal space कितना हो, like how far would be from the horizontal line? Like say you have horizontal line, so this would be like 0.25 away from the horizontal line. So you can just increase the size, make it this thing as 0.50.
Yeah, I will
okay.
check and
Right.
yeah.
Then you will be realize, just compare both the things, 0.25 and 50. Then you'll see that what is the difference you're getting at.
Okay. Let me see.
So now create this subplot with humidity and precipitation, and then put this thing into the graph.
Okay.
Sir, now this we have to write these figures, no, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, what is the difference between these figures and the previous slide, sir?
Okay, you need to tell me what is the difference.
Sir, in last previous slides, we have gone through about temperature and
temperature and wind. Correct.
wind, sir.
Right.
So in these slides, we are going for humidity, right?
Yes, humidity and precipitation. The another 2 variant, another 2 attributes.
Okay.
The difference between these 2 is there. Like in earlier plot, we are using 2 subplot, right? So that 2 subplot was side by side. Okay. So 2, but here if you see, only we are using the same subplot, only a single subplot. So both the plotting that we have done, it is coming in the same canvas. Earlier, if you see, you have 2 different, right? One was left and one was right. And now what we are trying to do in the single canvas, we are showing both the things together.
Okay.
Sometimes it requires, like say, for example, you want to see how the temperature is varying against wind, okay, in a given time. So you want to show both the things together. Like say, for example, that you have the time scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours and all. So that time, what is the temperature and what is the wind? What is the precipitation or what is the humidity? You want to show everything in a single graph. So that way you can go using the subplot, single subplot.
Okay.
I have done, but hello.
Go ahead.
I have done, but I'm not getting this all 4 quadrants. I'm just getting a single one.
The reason is that we are using only one subplot here, right? 211.
No, I have done all the 4.
So you should be able to get all the four. So just use the right quadrant, right? Like say, for example, let me show you. If I have to use the 4 quadrant, okay, to use this subplot, like 4 quadrant, 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, and 2 to 4. Use this subplot, this graph.
Okay.
I also got only one line in the graph, sir.
Yeah, that is right. Because here we are using only a single subplot.
2 to 1, 2 to 2,
Yes,
then 2 to 3,
But-
right.
2 to 3.
So that the programming is principle.
So, but the basic rule of maths doesn't follow right here.
2, 2 is 2 by 2. Okay, means
Okay,
2 row
fine.
and
Got
2
your
columns,
point.
and then 1, 2, 3.
Got your point. Got your point.
Clear it now?
I got the 4 quadrants. Sir.
Yes, very good.
So the program
Okay,
is
no, okay, 1 minute. You can bring it on, Ankush. Very good. Like say this is the plot that you will be getting in because we are using just a single subplot, 2, 1, 1.
I got the point. See, sir.
Yeah, I have put it 2 subplots, but only one line in the graph, sir.
So can you see my screen?
1 minute. Let him bring it on. Just 1 minute, Ankush. Everyone done with this?
No, I got only
Sir,
one
done,
graph
but
with the
not
blue
get the
line, but
screen also.
1 minute,
remaining
1
part
minute,
is
one
not.
by one, please. Okay, this will see. I'm using just a single subplot, so you'll be able to see only one plot where 2 graph would be displayed there. One would be with blue, and the other one would be red. Okay, if you are getting this thing, say yes. If you're not getting this thing, say no. And then if it is no, bring your screen on.
Can I share my screen?
Right.
I'm
Let
getting.
me stop it. Okay, yeah, bring it on. Now see, beautifully he has done, Ankush. Like say this is a 4 plot, 2 by 2 matrix, and then he has put into 4 quadrant, 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrant. Okay, Ankush, now you explain all the steps here.
So first of all, I have just the figure size 6 by 4. It can be vary. Say 10, 4, 10, 6, anything you can do. If larger the size, larger will be the picture beautifully can be explained, right?
Very good.
After that, we will put the subplot to it, just a space 0.8. It can be do 2, 3, 0.5, 0.6, anything we can give. Now we have to subplot in four quadrants. So 2 rows. This the first element will show row, second will be column. This will be the element. 2 rows, this is 2 by 2 matrix, and this is first element, second element, third element, and this is fourth element, right?
Very good.
This is the first temperature, now wind, now humidity, now precipitation data. All the 4 titles have given, and apart from that, this first line plt.plot, this is temperature data with respect to time hours. This is wind data with respect to time hours, humidity data with respect to time hours, then perception data with respect to time hours.
Excellent. Very well explained. Thank you, Ankush. Right. So you are able to see different color, different graphs, and different thickness also, right? And then it is like 2 by 2 quadrant where we are able to fit the data graphs into different quadrant, right? Quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. You can stop it now.
Can I bring my screen up?
Yeah, please bring your screen up, Rakesh.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm getting only one graph for the precipitation, but the second graph I'm not able to get for the humidity.
Okay, now look at this and just say like what is the error here? See, it is saying that your spelling is wrong. Looks like the precipitation data is missing.
No.
See the error, na? Precipitation data.
Means you have done like some spelling mistake and this is not defined, right? So that is why it is saying it is not defined. So just correct that part, the variable name, Rakesh.
And apart from that, you have not mentioned the subplot as well.
Right. So you are using the same subplot, right? You are overwriting this thing in 2, 1, 1.
Yeah,
This should be 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 to 4.
See, above you are doing this thing, right? Above
Actually, you have to mention about 2 as well here. About 2 as well.
I mean, I need to give the details from here. I need to be inserted here in the code.
No. About 2.
Okay,
You
so
have not mentioned time
let's do one by one. So first you can mention 2 to 1, then 2 to 2, 2 to 3, and 2 to 4. So that way you are putting it in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. See, you have the like say you can see a blank or white canvas, right? With white canvas, you put this into 4 quadrant, like just a square one. So where you have the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. In those area, you want to put the plot there. So first you can mention 2 to 1, not there. Subplot for each, like say you are talking about temperature. So before that you mention subplot 2 to 1, means at the first quadrant temperature would be there. If you put 2 to 2, means at the second quadrant wind would be there. If you put 2 to 3, it means in the third quadrant you will be putting the precipitation. So that way you are filling up all the details. So for each one you create only one subplot.
Okay, then
Okay,
it's not
so
necessary.
let me share your screen once again. So look at this once again, Rakesh. Here, let's say, for example, here you can see subplot 1 to 1 is there, then temperature, then we feed the data, right? So that we can populate the graph into this. Then I'm using subplot 1 to 2, means it is the second quadrant. Second quadrant is wind, and then I'm populating the data. So that way you have 2 different quadrants to populate the data.
Okay, like I'm done with this. This wind temperature and wind. I got the graph already. I'm speaking
Same
about
thing.
the next one.
So right. So what you can do now, just like Ankush has shared, you can put all the 4 together, and you can mention 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, and 2 to 4. Okay. Okay. Ankush, you can bring your screen once again.
Okay.
Right.
Sir,
Once
please share
again,
me your
yeah,
screen, sir.
I'll just share. Just look at it. It's the same thing. Here you can see a subplot is there 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, and 2 to 4. Rakesh, are you getting it?
No, I defined it same way, but
No, you have just defined only one subplot. You have to, like say, if we are using 4 graph, we have to use 4 subplot. So just like here, you can see subplot plot dot subplot is there 2 to 1, means it is the first quadrant. 2 2 is like 2 by 2 matrix. 2 rows and 2 columns are there. And within that 2 by 2 matrix, you have 4 quadrant: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So you need to fix it at first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. In order to fix that, for each of the quadrant, I'm just putting temperature, and then I'm asking 2 to 1. Means at the 1 position, my temperature is there. Second position, my wind is there. Third position, my temperature is there. Fourth position, my precipitation is there. So that way you are able to fill all the details. Let me bring my screen on. Like say just once again, like look at the thing. Okay.
but I'm getting only 3 graphs now.
So you have to add the fourth one. Good, like you are getting 3, means you are able to fill 3 subplots. Now use fourth one and put the plot there.
Yeah, I defined the 4 subplots. Let me share my screen.
Okay, bring it on.
It's like I defined all 4 subplots, like 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 3 4.
Okay.
And even okay, I had to change the spelling. I just changed the spelling for this.
No, the last one, what you have done, only 2 to 4 would be there. Now, why you are putting so much? Subplot, the last subplot you have. Okay. Just runs once again. So Rakesh, this is wrong, right? PLT dot subplot where you are mentioning 4. This is wrong, na? 2 to it should have only one value. It should be 2 to 4.
Like I given 2 to 4 already here.
No, here, yeah. So there only one value should be there. 2 to 1. Like say earlier, what you have done, subplot you have mentioned 1 to 1. Second is 1 to 2. Right? So that way you are mentioning.
In spite of four bracket, put only one bracket use. That is it. Cut
No,
it.
no, no. Remove it. Remove everything. Only one value should be there. Yeah, you remove it. Just remove that part.
Okay.
Just have only one. 2 to 4. To make it the first one 2 to 1, just write 2 to 4. Correct. Now hold on. The first one where you have mentioned 1 to 1, make it 2 to 1. Like say, understand the logic behind this. We are creating, like say, in order to create 4 plots, we need to have 2 by 2 matrix, right? 2 by 2 means 4 quadrant would be there. 2 into 2. So in that case, first quadrant I can put temperature. Second quadrant I could put wind, then like the wind, and then the precipitation. So that way 2 to 1. Second, make it 2 to 2. The third one, make 2 to 3.
Okay, and I think I need to add the line again, I think.
Correct. You need to add one more line. Correct.
But this precipitation only, don't know like why it's going up. The spelling are written the same, but
2 to 4. Okay. We will check again. Not a problem. So now you have all the things there, right?
yeah,
Now
but
run this.
precipitation, I'm getting a blank graph. But spelling I checked.
You okay? That is not the error. Error is that you have not defined underscore data. So go and check your value. The name of this. It is precipitation underscore data. Just check once again where you have defined this value. Go up. Up.
Okay, let me take the name from here only. Okay.
Yes, take the name from here.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, got it. I got the mistake.
Very good.
I should have taken the same name. I did a different name. Okay.
And one other thing here, just change the name. You have mentioned untitled 0. Make it Matplotlib and underscore your name. The name of the file. Untitled 0 is there, na? Yeah, just mention Matplotlib underscore Rakesh. Okay, very good. 7.
But I'll save later. Maybe this is after doing the programs.
Okay. No problem. That actually saves that. So now you have this. Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Clear
I'm
now?
done. I'm start sharing my screen.
Right. Excellent. Anyone else has any problem here?
Yes, I would like to share.
Please bring it on. Okay. So what is the error you are getting in?
No error, sir.
Oh, very good. So you have already got this graph. Very good. Excellent. So you have put in the same one, these two graph together. Okay, good.
But your graph is different, sir. I didn't get the 2 and a collapse graph.
Right. So you can create, like, say, just like we just discussed, right, with Rakesh. So you can create different, like 2 to 1. Like say in place of your plot, just mention 2 to 1 in the subplot. Okay, just change this. Make it 2 to 1. The first.
So here, humidity 211, precipitation 212.
No, that is wrong. That is wrong. That is why you're getting.
The first one should be 2 to 1. Make it 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Next 2 to 2.
Okay.
Next 2 to 3. Next 2 to 4. You will get 4 graphs.
Okay.
Are you clear now, Farooq?
Yes, I found out where I
2 means 2 rows, 2 columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4 means 4 different elements of the 2 to matrix.
In subplot.
Excellent. Right. Yes.
So we have only 4. Where this is the 4th one, no?
Right.
So 4 element is not there. Is only in every graph there is only 1 element.
No. For this humidity is for first element. This precipitation is our second element. Temperature is third, and wind is fourth element.
Acha, okay. That is a logic. Okay, take this.
Okay,
1, 2, 3,
very
4.
good. Now you can, yes.
The system take by default first, second, third, fourth. This is not about aligned with, as a matrix method in the 12th maths.
Very good.
Okay. Now, okay. Are you able to see my, so you can stop it now. You're clear, Farooq?
Yes, sir. Very much.
Excellent. Now, okay. So we are done with this. Are you able to see my screen? I'm just sharing again. Okay. So this one we are done. So now this is like 2 to 2 matrix that we have just done. Then you have done like this 4 quadrant, Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So that way we are able to get through. So now we are done with the subplotting part of this. So that now you can try out like you can have like say right now we have done 4 set of data against time. What you can do, you can create 2 additional, like make it like total 6 element against time. So you have like say you can add what else? You can say like earthquake or some other parameters and all, like seismic graph and all. So now create 3 by 3 matrix so that you have 9 quadrant, right? 9 1. So 3 3 1, 3 3 2, 3 3 3, and then 3 2 1, 3 2 2. Likewise, so you can create and then create like 9 different graphs and all there. So that you can do some practice so that you should be able to understand that if you have to create 2 by 3 matrix or 3 by 3 matrix and all, how you can put the subplot into different area. So that way you'll be quite comfortable with plotting the graph and putting it in the right place. Okay. Now
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
In 2 by 3 matrix, how will you define the elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Or 1, 2, 3,
2 3 1. Like say 2 by 3 is there, right? So this you have 2 rows and 3 columns.
3 columns, right?
So 2 3 1, 2 3 2, 2 3 3. Okay. Then 3 2 like then again 2 2 1, 2 2 2, and 2 2 3.
No, sir. I'm just first one is 2 2.
You just say 3 rows, right? Just you can create 3 rows and then give the name. What you can do, just create one Excel sheet. Just mention 3 by 2 rows, 3 row and 2 columns. Okay. Then you give the name. The first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one, sixth one. So you can follow the same name and convention and then go ahead with that.
Means 2, 3, 1, right?
Correct.
2 3 2, 2 3 3, right?
Yes.
Now 2 3 1, 2 3 2, 2 3 3. No.
Perfect. So just try out this. So now your task would be, I will upload the assignment. So you need to create 3 by 3 matrix, 2 by 3 matrix, and 3 by 2 matrix, and then create the plot and then upload the plot there into the graph there in your class drive.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's understand this thing. Okay. Just quick answer. Everyone answer this question. Which of the following method used to adjust the distance between the subplot?
Second option.
PLT dot second option.
PLT dot subplots, right? Underscore adjust. Okay, that is the correct one. Then okay, so that way we are good, and we got the subplotting part of this. So your task would be to complete the Matplotlib, the entire book, the reference book, and I'm going to upload one additional task for you, assignment for you, that you can complete by using 3 by 3 matrix. You can even try 4 by 4 matrix also, and just include this thing and understand the logic and the rationale behind how we are placing the element in each of the quadrant. So that is the only thing that you need to understand in subplotting. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Now I'm just talking about one additional one other task that you need to all work upon. Okay, let me share my screen now. Please do let me know if you're able to see the screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
right. Okay, so now we have some fair understanding about the programming part of this. So I'm giving you some situational based questions, okay, and you need to work out that and you need to come up with the response there. Okay, the response would be like this. So it is a Python programming exercise and solution. So first is like the level of understanding we have now with the programming. So like the first one. So what you can do, you need to do a bit research also and complete this. Like say you need to write a Python program, okay, to check whether the given number is even or odd. So like we know number like integer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I input say 1 or 2, it should give me the answer. It is an even number or odd number. Okay, so that is your first program. So I have set up questions. You need to each of this, you need to check each of this, and then you have to create your program, and input would be there, and you need to show the output of this. So Python program to check whether the number is even or odd, that you need to do. And then there is a solution. You can paste your code into this and then provide the logic that how it is achieved. Are we clear on this?
Yes.
Sir, yes,
When
sir.
any input is given, it's the program will check even it is even or out.
Correct. Just like we have seen, right? You can give the
Like
input parameter.
we can give if loop, right?
Correct.
If
So just like if loop, like say you like earlier we have seen, right? If it is 1, so you are adding this deposit, or you are saying 2, extracting the deposit. So similar line, you can give any input as 2, okay, and then the output should come and say 2 is my even number, or 3 is my odd number. So that output should be there.
so using local variable or global variable.
Anything. Don't worry about local variable global. Just write the program and show the
Yes.
output.
Okay.
Are we all clear?
Yes.
Perfect. Second is like, okay, so that way, like I had set up questionnaires to understand your, okay. Second is Python program to convert the temperature in degree to centigrade program. So you are putting the temperature, say, into Fahrenheit, okay, or centigrade. So it will convert using the formula, it will convert, and then it will show you in the Fahrenheit. So like say, I have the temperature right now, say 85 degrees Celsius. So what would be the corresponding Fahrenheit? That you need to write, and then that would be the output that you need to work out, and then you need to find out the solution there. So that solution, you can put it here. The third one is find the Python programming, where you have given the, like you have the triangle is given. The side of the triangle is given to you. Like say first is 12 centimeters, second is 13 centimeter, fourth is like third one is 11 centimeter. So likewise, you have the given the side of the triangle. Now with the side, you use your formula to find the area of the triangle. Okay. So use this thing and find out, like say, you will be having 3 input, first side, second side, and third side. So once you put the 3 input, then you will be getting the output. What is the total area of the triangle? So that you need to put across. Okay. Excellent. I think someone has already got the answer. Okay. Pankaj, that is the assignment. You complete the assignment and upload this there. I'm just showing you like these are the questions that you need to complete during this. This would be your assignment. So there will be 2 assignments. One is complete this task, and second would be to complete the 3x3 matrix, 2x3 matrix, 3x2 matrix, and 4x4 matrix, so that you understand how we are doing the subplotting part of this. Okay. Then find the program to find the average of the set of the integer. Like say you have a list, and within the list you have like 10 elements, like just like you have seen right now, temperature or time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you have those elements, how you can find the average of this? You use the formula to find the average. Then find the average of the 10 numbers using the while loop. Use the while loop and see like you have the 10 numbers. What you can do to find the average of this? Sum up all the numbers and then try to give the response there. Then you have display all the multiples of 3 within the range of 10 to 50. So you have numbers 10 to 15, 10, 11, 12, 13 and all. You need to display the output who are the multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 means you have like say 3, 6, 9, then 12. So 12 falls between 10 to 50. So 12 will be the first one, 15, 18, likewise and all, so on and so forth. So you have to display all the values that is multiple of 3 that lies between 10 to 50. So that way just you need to check out and then give that response there. Display all the integer within the range of 200, which sum is an even number. So just try out this, like where the sum, like 2, if you add the 2 numbers, that should be an even number. So that you can check out. Similarly, find the odd number in an array. So if the array is given, how you can find the odd numbers, like the first is odd, third, fifth, seventh. Likewise, you can complete all the odd numbers there and then display the odd numbers into the screen. Insert a number to any position. Suppose you have a list, and within the list, you need to insert at a new index position. So how you can do this thing? So you can take any value and then you try to insert at index number 5 or index number 6, index number 0. So that way you can see how you are able to put the value in the index position. Put the solution and print the screenshot here. Python programming to check the leap year. Like say you have the leap year. So you have say 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004 and all. To find out which one is the leap year, to use the formula and to find the leap year there.
So from where we get the formulas of this?
You just try out, or just check out on the Google and all, you will be able to find out all the different options there.
So that was a question I was asking previously also. If we have 500 different kind of questions, then how can we judge which kind of formula we have? We know which should we know?
So see, like in order to solve a problem, like say I'm giving you a simple example that if you have to solve a problem of a triangle, okay, you have to find out the area of the triangle. So there are 3-4 different ways of finding out. Once you have the vertices, the coordinates of this, based on the coordinates also you can find out the area of the triangle. Second option is that if you know the size of length of the each of the side, using the formula you can find out.
We know the mathematics, the basic mathematics we know. I'm just asking, if we have 500 different multiple questions with different kind of questions like which you are giving, then how can we find the answer of these questions? If you are saying that we can go do Google, we can do chat GPT, anything we can do, but if someone will ask randomly, then we will not able to answer, na?
So that is what the practice is, right? Unless you do the practice, how will you know that? That is why we do the practice.
Ankush asking how to write down the query of that, query. How to write a
syntax. How to
write query writing and all. That is what we are doing the practice here. Like you have done the subplotting, you have done the list, you have created the while loop, we are doing the for loop and all. Now we have done the practice. Now the thing is that like for this one, you again refer to the book, the reference book and all. And based on that, you need to find out like what is the solution. See, you have the basic framework ready. With this basic framework, how you can write the program, that you can try out this. If you're finding it any problem, Thursday again, meet 9 to 10, we will show you how to write this program again. But give a try, give a attempt by yourself.
No issues, sir, we will try.
But that set of questions is not sufficient, sir. We need a more and more.
I can give you hundreds of books. No problem with that. I can give you hundreds of, but tell me, we have already given 7-8 books for this. Once you complete this thing, now once you do the practice, you'll be able to know this thing. So there is no that book.
Sir, frankly speaking, if you give these kind of questions, that we can do, but book reading is a difficult task for us.
No, that is why. Like, see, I'm going step by step. First, I have given you the hands-on part of this, so you understand how to do. I am making sure that you are doing along with me, so that you have the practice. Then you follow the book, understand the matrix again, and the third step is to complete this thing in the form of a task. Once you complete this thing, then we'll go for the project part, where you will be doing everything in the project. So that is why we are taking the step-by-step way to complete all the assignments.
Okay.
Right? To complete this thing, still if you're finding any problem, so make sure that you can connect with me on Thursday. We'll again review everything. I will show you that how to do this thing. But try your own.
To complete it by tomorrow, na, sir?
No, not tomorrow. You can take this entire week. I know like it will take you some time.
Okay.
You have 2 assignments. One is this assignment and the other one would be the subplot part of this. So both I will upload in the LMS, complete both the things and then upload this thing in your class drive. Okay. So this is 12 questions only. So complete this 12 questions. And so that like you have now the understanding. The more you can work on that part, you will be able to do this thing. You have more confidence to complete this thing, any of the tasks out there. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So with this, we are able to now complete Matplotlib. Okay. So Matplotlib, there is a like 98-page reference guide. So try to complete this as much as possible. That is one. Second is this 2 assignment would be uploaded there. One is your subplot part of this, and then plot, and then this question there. So that would be your task assignment. Tomorrow we are going to start a new chapter that is called Seaborn. Wherein we are going to use the different type of data visualization related to histogram, then scatter plot, heat map, and bar chart, multiple options and all are there. So, and the beauty of Python programming is that with a single line of code, we should be able to create 16 or 20 different type of graphs that we will be exploring this thing further. So tomorrow that will be our activity and we'll be focused on that too.
So Manoj, actually in the Matplotlib also we can do all these things, right? Heat maps, plot, flat, and all.
That is part of CBORD. We'll be using CBORD library.
So in Matplotlib only we can do just this subplots and that is plotting, right?
Yes, right.
But in the 94 pages, right? So I have used the same library and seeing scattered flat and also histogram and heat map, everything is there, right? In the 97 pages.
See, the histogram, scatter plot and all, that is what we'll be using primarily using the CBORD, SNS library. So SNS library is like a highly optimized one that is meant for data visualization, where we can talk about the bar graph, pie chart, heat map and all that is available there. So we'll show this tomorrow, how you can do this thing.
Okay, so but here this one only very like creating the plots, subplots and all, very simple graphs
simple
we can
ones,
use
correct.
it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And those like okay, so let me give you one good thing. If okay, please try your level best to complete this thing by your own. And if someone is completing the assignment, like I will just upload the assignment today. If you can bring this assignment tomorrow, so we'll be having like the grading system, grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. Like those who are able to complete this assignment, like the 12 questions that I am uploading it right now in the system. If you're able to complete this thing, you will be graded there. So I will start the grading system from now onward, and this will continue till our project assignment. So we'll be having 2 more projects. That project would be like say HR Analytics project and then British Airways project that we'll be doing. So that all grading we will be considering while we are giving the final outcome of this.
Is it about how soon we are completing as well? Because for me, till tomorrow, it's not possible. Yeah, but I can do it by next week. Yeah.
Next week I'm given to everyone, but just see like if you're able to do this thing fast.
Okay.
Okay, that way it will give you more practice. Like because the one you start looking at the question and all, you will start thinking from different angles, and then you will say that okay, what is the best option to go for, and then you start putting together thoughts. So you'll be able to do a little bit more practice and complete the task there. Okay. Perfect. So I think we will be concluding the call today with this, and tomorrow we are going to start with our next chapter. That will be our CBORD part of this. Okay, and post that we'll be having our project work there.
I would like to share my screen. This one.
Yeah, you can bring your screen on, Jamal.
In this pie chart you are talking about, sir, we need to learn that.
All right. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes, very good. So likewise, we have different variants. So different type of graphs, different type of like the heat map and all are there. So we can do multiple things. Very good that you have done the practice as well.
Yes, sir.
Good. So let me stop the recording.